Welcome to Betty King International Ministries and our Word and Prayer series. We greet you in the name of Abba Father and our senior pastor, the Reverend Betty King. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Today we begin the first of 3 conversations centered around the word grief. Now there's so many definitions for that word, and if you'd allow me to, I'd like us to begin a conversation centered around the biblical meaning of that word. So it says, grief, to mourn, implies showing suffering caused by sorrow. To grieve is an even stronger word. It's a deep mental suffering, often endured alone and in silence, but revealed by one's aspects. To grieve over the loss or death of a friend. Now, each one of us dreads that moment in our life when we hear that call, that news at like 2 a.m, or that knock on the door when someone says to us that someone that we love has gone. Literally, you can feel the wind taken out of your sails, like your heart stops, your breath completely goes, it's gone, and we are overwhelmed by emotion. But if you would allow me to, I would just like to come from the perspective of the person who left. Now, each one of us knows what it sounds like to hear the voice of that person that we love, that significant other, whether it's our mother or our father, our grandparents, or that person that we love. And we hear them say our name. And as soon as we hear them say our name, we immediately stop what we're doing, drop our keys, drop our shopping, drop everything, and we immediately run to the sound of their voice because we're attuned to it, we hear it, we home in to wherever their voice is. What if, just what if, that person that we love heard God call their name? They didn't look back. They didn't look to their left or their right. They didn't think about what they'd be doing in 2 to 3 months' time. They heard him call their name and they immediately ran to him. Isn't that what we hope for? Isn't that what we've always prayed for? That when that moment comes for us to move to the new, that he calls us and we're so in tune to hearing his voice that we immediately go. Now, as we look at Psalm 23:4 in the New King James Version, it reads, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." That's just an amazing passage. Now, even though we wish that for them, that doesn't negate how we feel. So what do? We go to the source. We go to the place where we can find comfort. We go and rebuild that relationship that we need with God. So would you do that with me today? Would you walk with me to Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 through 13 in the New King James Version? And it reads, "In this manner, therefore, pray, Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen." Go to the source in your quiet time while you're hurting and you're in pain. Use it to find comfort. We wish that for you in Jesus' name. To God be the glory alone. Thank you for joining us in the Word and Prayer series. Thank you for being part of this conversation. May the Lord continue to love and protect you until we are in the same space again. Be blessed.